Can you hear me? Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
It is 1 o'clock. It is Monday. It is time for the Monday message. I just got back Friday evening from corporate from Burlington. And let me tell you something, my mind has not stopped racing since. This new estate planning seminar system that we are rolling out all over the country is going to be massive, massive, massive amounts of money. I'm like massive amounts of money. Like anybody that goes in and does 7 seminars a year, they're gonna put themselves in $1 million of personal commissions. Like I'm telling you, that's what's happening. So I've got Mimi, who was just at that with Holly and I. She's gonna be on the call talking to us for a little bit. We got Adam Burge on the call with us. He's got his first seminar planned. Adam's one of those guys, like I'm gonna attack this thing, and he is gonna kill it. And I know this. I know my buddy Adam, and I know the guy that brought the system to us. Adam is twice the sales guy he is. So I'm just, God, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see. It's gonna be so much fun. Fired up about that, and we'll see it here on the leaderboards in just a second. Mercedes is still killing it on the IULs and getting the leads tweaked and getting those. Mimi's on those too. So we got a lot to talk about today, but let's get right into it with all producers over 1,000. And remember, if you don't have, if these numbers aren't right for you, please just get in the cadence of every Friday. Submit your numbers on Discord to us. The carriers don't give us good submitted data. This is what we can see or what's been reported to us. I want to give you all recognition I can possibly give you. So you just get in that cadence, and we will get you recognition every single week. And keep in mind, this is just over 1,000. We got a whole bunch under 1,000 every single week checking out. All right. No, we'll start with Yamirasi. Man, somebody give me a pronunciation key. I want to get the name right. Sean Cuff. We got Jeremy, Sherry there, David Fleming, Rogers and Kim Strada, Irma Moss Bryant. Just saw her. Janice, Presock. You got Rochelle, Aaron Wilson. I heard her call last week was incredible. Like the feedback I got was, oh my God, I have no idea how much money I left on the table this year, but I know I left a ton of money on the table this year from not knowing those things. You got Mallory, Barnes, you got Janet, Barrett, new agent under Mike Guerra, incredibly sharp young man. I'm telling you, he could do massive things here. Miguel in our base, 7 apps, Miguel, way to go. Mike Guerra, you got Erica Hibler, Latanya, I turned in some apps last week. Nick Greco coming in at $4,883.20. Let's look at our top 5 submitted last week. And we'll start with number 5, Mr. Hutchison, $7,091.88 across 4 applications. Number 4, Adam Burge, $7,779.94 across 4 applications. Jeremico Edwards, holy crap, bro. You did some typing, you did some hunting and pecking and clicking and submitting last week. 25 applications for $13,095. I'm telling you, bro, that you just keep putting in 25 apps, it's gonna turn, you're gonna have $50,000 a week pop. I mean, it's just, you cannot beat the numbers. I love it. We got Baudelaire coming in at $15,151.52, looking like that must be a big IUL. And speaking of IULs, number 1 last week, Mercedes, $15,500. I cannot wait to get to Florida, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Gonna be down there with you guys. So excited about that. All right, let's go to our next slide. All right, top 5 paychecks. Woo! These people got paid last week. Annie Hoyt pulled in $3,909.76. Seth and Adina Decker got paid $5,772.96 last week. Nick Greco got paid $6,599.33. Mark Hutchison got paid $9,139.70. And number 1 paycheck for the week last week, Mr. Mike Guerra got $10,376.13 deposited last week alone. And he was just at the boot camp here with us. He had a crew, including Barrett was at the boot camp. He did some awesome teaching on network and building. So we got another boot camp coming up June 1st. June 1st is going to be another incredible boot camp here at the office. Start assembling the team. All right. Recruiting last week, Base Shop knocked out 4 direct contracts. And again, just report your recruiting numbers to us so that we can get them up there. We don't get good data on that. But I want to get you all the recognition we can possibly get you. All right, let's go. Cabo leaderboards, got David Helgeson leading the way. Look at all these folks leading the way. Look at all the bonus points from being at national convention. The way Andy has designed this, I absolutely love, because here's how you make a lot of money and help a lot of people. You continue to get better, right? Here's the reality. You and I are as good as we're ever going to get without new information and new associations. Does that make sense? Like, you got to get new information and be around people that'll make you better. That's why Andy's throwing all those bonus credits to new agents for coming to their first event. Going to do it again here at Family Reunion. All of us that have been here, we're all going to get our bonus credits too. Love giving new people a hand up. I love it. All right, let's go next. Travel. So my travel, I mentioned previously, I am booking some May travel and some June travel. Tell me where I can go to help you. Tell me where you have sharp, motivated people. Like I said, next Thursday, I'm going to be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So excited to be there with Mercedes, with the Powells. I mean, we got Florida. We're about to tear it up. I'm telling you. You got anybody in the state of Florida, get them there next Thursday. Then going on, we've got, of course, in between that, we've got View from the Edge, April 12th through the 14th. If you don't have a ticket to View from the Edge, I need you to get there. I need you to get 2 more agents there. I need you to get 3 or 4 more agents there. I'm telling you, you will be grateful that you pushed hard to get people there when you're there. I've gone through the program. I know what's going to be taught. And I'm telling you, I'm pushing all my chips in on this. Get yourself there. I'm telling you, you will be so grateful. After that, I'm going on a run, going back to Detroit. Got some sharp new people coming on up there. Salt Lake City. I'm telling you, that's one of the places I'm betting on. Big time, April 24th. I'm going to be back in Atlanta, Georgia. And then right now on the calendar, the boot camp is confirmed June 1st here at the office. I'm gonna book some more June travel. We're going on an extended Alaskan cruise in June. We've got a big family trip in May, but I'm gonna book some meetings around that. So we're trying to juggle all those logistics. We'll get those dates out as soon as possible. And again, tell me where you got sharp new people on your team. I want to help you. All right, let's go to the next slide. That's it. All right. So here's the thing. Last week on the road, I was on the road all week last week, doing meetings, helping new people get going. And when I would do the company overview presentation, what I would be trying to figure out as I was doing it and in between, trying to figure out how to describe the trajectory we've got. The trajectory is for if you can come in brand new and not know anything about life insurance, we will get you selling final expense life insurance. We will get you selling basic simplified issue term like that. We have our educational system. We've got our whole online course here. You come in one end, you come out the other, writing business. Our numbers, our conversion rates are the highest in the whole alliance. Our conversion rates of those that go through the Agent Academy, they come out writing business. I'm just telling you. So you can start with that basic products. Well, we want to get you selling IULs. That's where you're going to have the biggest impact in helping people get not just life insurance, but get themselves moving towards actually having a retirement or having a better retirement. And then we start protecting the retirement they've got. We help them roll over their old 401ks and all that. The ultimate is what Burge and Mimi are going to talk about. And that's what Holly and I were just at. I was like, this is big. I need Holly here with me because she's my details person. Y'all, anybody that knows me knows I'm 10,000 foot view. Give me the concept, I'll sell it. I need Holly to catch all the details for me. She's going to help me on the back end with all that. Coincidentally, she is a paralegal. So it's going to help with all that stuff, all the document gathering and stuff. But ultimately, the estate planning. And you don't have to do the seminars to do the estate planning. All you need is an agent number with them, or I guess it's not an agent number because you're not an agent, an estate planner or number. And you can start doing those trusts. These trusts are amazing. I'm not going to steal any thunder from Mimi or Adam. I'm sitting there going, this is the smartest way to estate plan that I've ever seen. And believe me, I get hit up all the time. When you have assets, people want to help you, right? This is the smartest estate planning thing I've ever seen. It just makes sense. I was hanging out with Brad Flowers after or in between lunch and the event, and he was just like, dude, you get that these things sell themselves. I was like, yo, I totally get that. I totally get that. So it's you, if you don't issue pay $1 million in premium, you are not gonna be in the top 10. Not once this thing gets flowing. I promise you that. All right. First guest, I want to get Mercedes on again. Mercedes, I cannot wait to be down there with you in Florida. Seeing the team. Holly's here at the office. She's scrolling through, looking at all the people that you've added. Big things coming. But you were killing it with IULs. I keep telling everybody, y'all better get started. Because as soon as Mercedes figures it all out, she's gonna smoke everybody, smoke them all. So I love that you ain't scared. I love that that's one of the things I've always admired about you is you ain't scared, right? From learning to sell final expense in English to going, yeah, I'll sell IUL over the phone. I ain't scared. Scaredy cats. I don't have any scaredy cat friends. One, because they can't hang with us. You know what I'm saying? But two, I can't, when someone's always just wanting to tap one foot in the water all the time, I'm like, bro, you are never gonna win. Does that make sense? You're winning because you ain't scared. So I want to get an update. What are you learning? Give us some tricks, give us some tips, because you are killing it in the IUL space. And I'm pushing all my buddies like, hey, let's not just let's sell final expense. I'm not knocking that. We are helping people. We are the future GoFundMe remover people of America. That's what we do. We help make sure people don't end up on GoFundMe begging money for a funeral. That's what we do with that. I'm telling you, it matters. But I'm saying you also got to add this to your repertoire, the IUL. So I really genuinely just want to hear from you for a bit. So I'm going to mute out and I'm going to listen in.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Davis Nation. And never take for granted this kind of opportunity. And yeah, Stephen, and most of the time I'm afraid. But what is the second choice? And I have a pretty good professor that everybody remembers, especially me. So I'm still in the learning process. That is the truth. That is the beauty of this business. At the time that you are learning, you got some money and you will be improved during the time. And yeah, I'm still learning, especially about IUL. Not long time ago, I was talking with Adam. Adam, how you can get, people or profiles who are looking IULs or something like that. And thanks God, Andy had this amazing idea about this kind of leads, and I say from the beginning and in and jump almost immediately because yes, I'm afraid, but it's the only way to overcome. It's the only way to be there, to be successful or to have some movement. You must to jump immediately. Doesn't matter how far it is, how deep it is, you must to do it. That's it. And don't overthinking. Yeah, I still sometimes, let me tell you, sometimes in Spanish and they want to talk with me in English. And I say, really? Your name is Maria. What's wrong? So I enjoy the process, Stephen, and that is what I learned. First of all, we are in a privileged position to help other people. In talking about Spanish, no, most of them, they don't have Social Security. And like I say, we can help them with the same product as somebody who born and raised in this country. And that is part of the beauty of the IULs. They can get the opportunity to save money for the retirement like any other Americans. That is awesome. So we have many resources that I take advantage and I invite for everybody to take it. First of all, I didn't know too much about IUL. Each time that I saw Marvin Otsoy, and because he is number one doing this, and I say, hey, what is the magic of that? And no secret sauce, no secret recipe for that. Just enter to the NAA University video vaults. Gina Hawks have many videos there. Just take a time and learn a little bit about it. And that's exactly what I did. Also, I talk with carriers each time that I have any specific question. I talk to them. They are willing to help you over the phone. So that is incredible. And the other one, Gina Hawks, for me is I think the name is Godmother, something like that. I had a one-on-one with her. I said, because she's pretty busy, but she's willing to do this for you. If you have a specific question, that probably you can find the answer in videos or talking with somebody in the carriers. Gina Hawks is your best friend in that. She is the queen of IUL. So take advantage because she's awesome and she's there for you. She's traveling over the country, but anyway, she took some time to explain for me some specific questions. So that is incredible. I use in the last week, I used these resources that I don't know if you know about it. I didn't know, I had no idea. So I found that is in Social Security page. You will see quick calculator. Actually, you can write this in Google. Just Social Security quick calculator. And that is the fast forward your picture in the future. And when I talk with some people, they are not convincing about this. And I say, no worries, I came from the future and let me show you how look your future if you are saving money, on how you will be your future at your retirement age. And that is a pretty simple, basic calculator, Stephen, that when I show this number, people are, what? And I say, yes, that is kind of how much you will get in your retirement. But you can do something now. And let's talk about, a little bit more deep about this IUL. And at this time, when somebody say probably that they can save just, I don't know, $50 a week, they change at all. Because like I say, I show the picture and how will look your future. So that is a pretty good exercise. I think that this is a good way to broke, I don't know, the ice, broke the ice. You don't need to know a lot of English and be so smart to do this and the proof. So, and that is a good way that I found all the time. I complete my green sheet. I invite everybody to do this. Actually, I had a meeting before this with this client, and the good reason is because we must do, and the second one is because you find money there. So I find an annuity, and I'm working on it, but definitely suggest for everybody to complete the 4 basics on this. For me, green sheet is a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. And like I say, Stephen, I'm in the learning process. Enjoy the process, enjoy the ride. So I don't know if you have any extra question, but thank you.
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. So I want to make sure everybody got this. Mercedes just gave you a lot of money, right? She just now gave you a lot of money. She said this line, don't worry, I came from the future. So if you read anything about psychology and how to get people's attention, surprise is a big key, and sticky phrases. That's both, phrases that grab you, right? Like the way our brains don't work like a file cabinet. They work like Velcro. Whatever's got more hooks is going to grab more loops, right? That's how Velcro works. That's great. Don't worry, I came from the future. Let's look at what Social Security is going to pay for it. Oh, and by the way, we don't even have to talk about inflation, right? And then the green sheet. If you're not using the green sheet, you are leaving money on the table. People, I can't tell you how many people you're sitting in front of. They got 401ks sitting out there from previous employers. How many people are sitting out in front of there that have all of their money at market risk, and they only got like 200 or 300,000. That's their whole retirement, and it's all at market risk, and they're 65. That is terrifying. That is terrifying. If you just look at the history of the stock market, y'all, we're due for a market correction. I would be terrified if all my money was at risk. And I'm 43, right? I got time to make it up. So we are it's a service we do for people. Mercedes, thank you. I want you to know, I went ahead, I ordered some of these leads too in English. I didn't order them in Spanish because, as you know, all of my Spanish is comedic in nature. But I've got them coming in English. So I was like, my friend Mercedes got a toy. I want that toy too, you know, they're a little kid. So thank you for getting out there and leading this charge and putting up numbers. Y'all, the numbers, you can't fake the numbers. And she is putting it up. Can't wait to see you next Thursday. It's gonna be awesome, Mercedes. We're gonna light it up in South Florida. Awesome. All right, next guest, Mimi flew in from the West Coast. See, so this is another smart move, by the way. Smart moves are be an early adapter, jump in on something. That's what Mercedes did. That's why she's killing it in IULs. She's gonna be writing 100,000 a month in IUL soon. That's 100% gonna happen. Being an early adapter. Hey, there's a seminar on the seminar we're doing. I'll fly from the West Coast to be there. Like West Coast flying to Burlington, you know, involves at least 2 connections and a stagecoach ride. I'm just telling you. So Mimi, come on and talk to us. I just want you to share a little bit of the excitement, a little bit of the takeaway, and I'm going to have Burge kind of give it even more because he's got his first seminar planned. So I promise you, he's not sleeping. He's up pacing. He's excited about it. So Mimi, I'm proud of you for coming all the way from the West Coast. I know that's not easy, but it's very, very smart. So tell us, what did you see there at the seminar? What do you see as far as the future in estate planning and what we've got?
Can you hear me okay, Stephen?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having me. I'm very excited. I am very grateful that I went. And joking about the flight thing that you say, it was a hard one for me this time. Like, oh my God, I called Sabrina. I said, Sabrina, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I couldn't let myself not make it. But it was hard to get there and come back, for sure. But I don't regret even a little bit of it. That seminar, I believe, Stephen, everyone should go to it. Everybody should go to it. If you don't want to help people with it, at least you will help yourself. You will help your family. Everybody needs one. Everybody needs an estate planning. I was one of these people who say, well, I don't have $1 million of assets. I don't have, I'm guilty. I was like that. So by going there, I believe the trust and all that, but my belief was limited. I had a limited belief about what estate planning was. I thought it was just the trust, but come to find out, when the guy's talking about that estate planning is nothing if you don't fund that trust and all these stuff. I was like, funding? Does that mean you need to put money? So, and I didn't get it until they started explaining what it means. And I'm like, well, I need one, my brother needs one, everybody that I know needs one, even your adult kids need one at 18 to give you access to be able to protect them and stuff like that. I thought, wow, everybody needs one. And I like the fact that you can help yourself, you can help your friends, you can help your clients. How many of you guys have clients asking, do you guys know anybody who does trust? Do you know anybody who does that? I don't have a trust. I don't have it. We have a market for this thing. Plus, they're taking away the marketing. If you don't want to use your current value or your current clients, you can go do that marketing. I'm pretty sure that's what Adam is going to talk about. You can use what Adam is using and not having to worry about the marketing piece of it. That's humongous. I truly love it. I have clients lining up already to do it. Like Stephen said, I already have a agent number. I guess you can call it that. But it's amazing, guys. Take advantage of it. Next time there is one, go for it. Like Stephen says, you can make $1 million doing that thing. But like Scott says, always put your client first. Helping your client is the main idea. It's not just making the money, but you serving, you helping, and then that's how the money is done. So another thing I like about it, Stephen, you were making a comparison earlier about the final expense, new agent and all that. But the way I'm thinking it, if you have somebody who's very sharp, you gotta be sharp. I mean, you don't have to be a genius or anything like that, like Stephen was saying at the beginning, but you still need to be able to communicate properly. even before you start selling final expense, you can start doing this. If you have the capability to talk to people and all that, you take the time to learn this. You don't have to be, I like the fact it's not independent of anything, but you still need to get coaching and stuff like that and keep killing it. So Stephen, that's all I have to say. I don't know if there's anything else you want me to mention, but
No,
it was incredible.
That was perfect. That was perfect. And you're dead on. Like, you don't have to have a license to do, to move these estate plans, to get people to facilitate these estate plans. And they pay $500 a pop. And it's insane asset discovery. So I promise you, if you move one without a license, you are gonna get your license in about 20 minutes, because you're gonna be like, oh my God, there's so much money here. Yeah, no, I'm with you. This is part of what we do now, and it's a service to the client. Like, the stuff that I learned on beneficiary designation and stuff there, I was just like, I'm an idiot. I mean, I probably got $35 million worth of stuff that could get in the wrong hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, I'm an idiot. I gotta get on this. So I appreciate you being there, Mimi. I'm proud of you being there. That's what winners do. They see an opportunity, and even if it's hard, they figure out a way to get there. So I'm proud of you for that.
Can I mention one quick thing, Stephen?
Absolutely.
I just to give you guys talk about the whole process. It's not a making money quick thing, but man, what can come out of it is crazy. I'm friends with Bell Cross, Bell and Jake, right? This morning last week we texted. I said, Bell, did you at your first, because it's a process they need to go through before they get to us making money. The $500, guys, is not the money. It's just, a little bit of something. But she's actually had her last client where she did the financial part of it. And then she told me how much annuity she was gonna write last week. And this morning she texted me, "Baby, I want the annuity." I was like, "Whoa!" So I'm excited for her. She's making money already, real money, not just the 500.
How much in annuities did she write this morning?
The first one was 254,000.
Okay, that's
so the first one.
They sold enough trusts to not only cover the cost of all the marketing and the seminar, they made money just on that part. And we don't sell trusts.
Right.
I'm brain fixed on this, so we facilitate trusts.
Yep.
We are estate planners.
Yep. And
fine with our language.
2 weeks ago, Stephen, they had 3 seminars, and I was privileged enough to watch them. They had 100 showing up between the 3 seminars.
Wow, that's crazy assets. I know Big Mike, he's got his first seminar coming up in 2 weeks, I think, and they've got 54 people registered with 29 million in assets. So the Courtyard Marriott's where Holly and I always stay. That's where a lot of the managers stay. So I'm there down there to get coffee, and after I saw that, I was like, I don't think I need coffee anymore. You can't drink anything that makes you feel that excited. So it's big opportunity. I'm proud of you for getting out there. We don't kill this thing, and we can offer it to clients all along the way. You don't have to do the big seminar, but you should be offering it all along the way, because I'm telling you, if we're using beneficiary designations alone on especially on bigger policies, we're putting people in, the money could end up where they don't want it. So
You're guilty, Stephen. That's what I have to say.
all right, let's get my buddy Mr. Burge on. I'm so excited for your seminar. Like, I'm just telling you. I like Scott Garcia, right? And he does a phenomenal job, Adam. But I'm looking at you, I'm looking at Mimi, I'm looking at Mercedes, I'm looking at the other top salespeople we got, and I'm going, I think we can outsell him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When Bell did what they did, he was like blown away. Like, how is this even possible? It's like, you only attack like we'll attack things.
Right.
So just share a little about what's going on, man. I know you got yours coming up in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. I keep thinking about what Megan Wood will do at the end of the calendar year. she'll post her production, and then she'll write on it, beat it. And I'm thinking, okay, I've been at this 2 years now, and I haven't been able to beat it yet, but I think that these seminars are going to actually put me in the running to beat it faster than I expected. And so I look forward, and I'm sure Megan does too. You know, Megan's she's a good sport. I think she'll be very happy if any of us beat her production or give her a run for her money, some competition. What I like about this whole process is, number one, it emphasizes the need to go to events. I can't say that enough. I have never missed an event. And I'm so glad I've always gone to them, because I always come home with something that I learned that made me better than before I left. And this past seminar, or this past event at Family Reunion, National Convention, was an example of that. Bill made a comment about the trust seminars that caught my attention, and I inquired about it, and I was able to go a few weeks ago to the very first class we had back, in Burlington a few weeks ago. My first event is going to be April 24th and 29th. So on April 24th, I'm going to have one at 2 p.m., one at 6 p.m. And then the following week, I'm going to have my third one on the following Tuesday, the 29th, at 6 p.m. My mailings go out this week. And what I appreciate about the whole process, guys, is you don't have to come up with ways to implement it. Just remember this when you're going to this event and you're implementing what it is you learn. Do not innovate or renovate, duplicate. You don't need to come up with ideas of how to do this, how to put this all into place. You don't need to come up with fancy ways of, I'm going to do a raffle. No. Just implement the plan as they lay it out. They've already seen how it works. They know what is best. There's no way to reinvent the wheel. Just imitate those who have come before you. Do what it is they do. They've taken all the guesswork out of this. They know what venues to choose, what venues not to choose. They know what markets to mail to, what markets not to mail to. They know how to do the presentation, how not to do the presentation. They know how to explain the trusts and facilitate the trusts. They have people in the background who do all the work for you. You don't have to come up with your own employees and how to do trusts. And you can use their attorneys. You can use all the people they put into place already. And if you just do that, as we've already learned here today, you're going to have access to resources that will help you serve your clients. And this is so important, folks. I'm going to give you a personal experience, real brief. When my wife was very young, her father was killed. And he owned Rug Doctor for the southeastern United States. He was a man of wealth and means. And despite all that, he didn't have the things in place he needed to. He died young. So he didn't expect that he would die that young, but he did. And he didn't have all the things he needed to in place. I'm sure if Pete was alive today, he would have done things differently. But my poor mother-in-law had to hire attorneys and work for a year through probate in the courts to get access to all the resources that he had in order to finish raising her two children. This trust system demonstrated to me how all that could have been avoided in a way that I could not have comprehended before. This system is so important because it allows individuals to make sure, as Stephen has said, that the monies that a person has goes to the people that they want to have it. That's important. Why work your life to have all these assets to leave to your family and then mess it all up because you don't have the proper instruments in place? Who wants to do that? Nobody. Nobody wants to do that. So this whole system is going to make sure that that doesn't happen. I can't emphasize this enough, folks. I know it may seem at first, because it's new and something you're not familiar with, it might seem intimidating, perhaps. I can understand how that can happen. I think it happens to all of us when we do something new for the first time. But out of, to quote Stephen, out of chaos comes amazing things. And that's been proven true in my case many times over. You can't mess it up. There are people that are there to make sure that no mistakes are made, that all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. You do your part. You bring yourself into the mix. You put forth your effort, your work. you come in with the right mindset that you're going to help your clients and you're going to serve their best interests, that you care for them and that you're there for them. And you will find that people will line up to help you out. They're happy to help you out because you're a servant. You're there to serve others. And they're very happy to help you out. And you will find that this will change your life. This is the future of our industry. I have no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Of all the things that I've done, IU well weeds and all that, I enjoy all of them. I love all of them greatly. They have changed my life. I have no worries about money. This right here is going to take my business to another level. I thought writing a $72,000 commission annuity a few weeks ago was a big deal. It is. Don't get me wrong. It is. But we're going to be writing those all the time with this annuity program. So I really encourage everyone. The Alliance, we're not doing this. We're not recommending this because it benefits me. It doesn't benefit me to recommend this to you. I'm telling you this because I genuinely believe, I know that this will help you. This will help your family. More importantly, too, it'll help other families. So don't hesitate. Just, look into it, make sure you get your ducks in a row, get everything lined up, implement it, learn as you go along. I think Mercedes made a great point about that. Learn as you go along. You'll make great money as you learn, and you'll get better and better and better and better and better at it. And one of these days, you're going to want to name your firstborn son after me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. No, dude. And I'm telling you, Belle's going to do a training at View from the Edge. That's her whole training is going to be on what they did and what they're getting out of it. And you're right. I see you writing that much in annuities and more every single seminar you book.
Yep.
I mean, that's where this thing is headed.
Mhm.
You're going to have $1 million a year earned income earners from personal production alone popping left and right.
Yeah.
Mike Sovich and I, after the event, that's what we were texting back and forth about. We're both trying to get 20 people on our teams, 20 people each doing the seminar system. Again, it's all part of our goal to be the #1 entity in all of integrity. This is, it's one of those things. It's going to be a land grab. I'm just telling you, it's going to be a land grab. So I'd be figuring out how to get mine started.
Yep. I got Atlanta as locked down as I possibly can for that reason. I saw the exact same thing you saw. I did not hesitate. I called the appropriate parties. I got everything I could squared away because I want to make sure I get access to the biggest and best market I can.
Yep. It's going to be a land grab.
Yep.
Let's go. Don't wait. I figured it's one of those things like when I got started, and I've told you this before, Adam, I borrowed $4,000 on an unsecured loan from Wells Fargo to buy enough leads to get critical mass.
Hmm.
Right? Like I didn't have 90 days to get good at this. I had 30 days to make something happen. So that's why I did that. Like that's where my mind is at with this. This is that opportunity that we had with protection leads back in the 2000s. This is that 10x, maybe 100x. So it's going to be a land grab. I get going fast. I'm smart for grabbing your land. Like the Encina far and away. It's a land grab. I'd go. All right. So Belle Kraus teaching on it at View from the Edge. Make sure you are in your seat at View from the Edge, taking every single thing in you can. But from all the speakers, I'm just telling you, Belle's specific topic is this estate planning thing that we have gotten ourselves into. Adam is 100% right. It is the future of the Alliance. What our goal is to take over this so that no one else can get into it. Does that make sense? Like I need you to help me put a stranglehold on this so that no other marketing organization can get in on it. Because trust me, they're going to try and sell it to everybody they can. We got a stranglehold. It's land grab time. I was trying to get this across to Garrow and Gretchen, like, guys, it's a land grab time. We got to go. So get all in on it. I'm telling you, find out what you need to find out to get there. It's going to be crazy. View from the Edge, that's a no-brainer stop if you want to get to the next level income-wise. All right, I've got to meet with my base shop leaders. We're a little bit over time, so we've got more limited time with that. So base shop leaders, let's jump over onto that call. And everybody else, guys, Holly and I love you. We want you to win more than you can possibly understand. That's why I wanted to put all of this into today's call, because I was like, there is massive opportunity here. I want you to grab a hold of as much of it as you can. Let's get out, let's get after it.